And what kind of theses are we looking at? And what gets you excited here?
So there's a couple of different avenues that we, if you look at a high level, can do from an acquisition perspective. Some of them are the independent, you could say, or standalone, especially roll-up plays that we'll do in the fund. Then we have maybe more of establishing clusters that have high synergies. So kind of companies that operate within the same space, have a lot of overlap in how they operate. And then there's the third avenue, which is matchmaking with existing portfolio companies. What really gets me excited is the standalone roll-up plays where we can drive a massive increase in value from taking these pretty Main Street blue-collar service businesses and transform them to software businesses. Because and the good example is the accounting business. You founded a company called Scale Up Finance. And that is an incredible company that digitalizes the bookkeeping and CFO services a company needs. And it resembles a software company more than it resembles a service business. And in turn, that means that the investors are giving it a higher valuation. And exactly what you've done with that company could be done with acquiring existing accounting practices, rolling them up to have a larger company with more customers of their own. And meanwhile, concurrently with that, digitalizing both the internal ways of working as well as the relationship with the customer to make it more resemble a software business.
Yeah, so it's part kind of the old PE playbook, if you would, cut cost and then on the other side also saying, how can we tech enable something? But how can we not only clean it up and make it more efficient? How can we fundamentally change the value drivers in the company, or rather maybe boost them in such a way that both revenue goes up, but profit margins also go up, right?
Yeah.
And that is what makes it interesting. And if you then have, you could sort of say, we can buy companies that are playing and a place that's not interesting due to fund economics of larger funds. Does make sense to kind of operate here, but because we are sort of craftsmen, we can go in and as entrepreneurs and say, we don't mind that on the traffic light that there are some red and some yellow, and as long as it's profitable and it has something, it might be that in our analysis that we can find out, we can fix this, we can fix it, we can build a new brand, we could have new go-to-market strategies, new markets in themselves, and clean up things in a much more technological way than a normal PE fund would do, or rather also than another acquirer would typically just be more like a one person or family would be able to do, by kind of fusing what we have from our venture studio playbook and our kind of collection of tech entrepreneurs, and then using this sort of private equity approach, right?
Exactly. It's the perfect intersection between all of the skills that exist in the venture world, and especially the platform of services and functional expertise that we have at Bifrost, with what's already working from the private equity side, you could say, and looking at all the established businesses that are successful on their own already. And it's very interesting also how this can compete with new builds as well, reinventing some service businesses. In some businesses, there are slow customer adoption cycles. So it might even be a quicker way to gain market share, to acquire businesses that exist in the market with the client relationships, as opposed to building a radically innovative new service platform, doing exactly what those service businesses already do, but naturally, organically gaining market share. So there's sort of a shortcut right here available for the taking.